Today is the day I will die. Nun who opposed Myanmar military says she begged them for mercy.
Here's a summary of the article.
A nun who knelt in front of armed security forces in Myanmar to stop them firing on civilians has said she was prepared to die to save protesters' lives. My intention was to help people escape and be free to protest and to stop the security forces. In my mind I didn't believe that they were not going to shoot them. As in many places I've seen, they have shot people dead. I brought to the clinic and gave him treatment. I feel like they are not the guardians of the people, as you have seen what's happening to the people. People are not safe and there are brutal night arrests. They are supposed to protect us, but our people have to defend themselves. People have to defend themselves and help each other.
This post received a score of 27,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Think that if you've reached a point where you're beating the shit out of healthcare workers during a pandemic, killing protesters and nuns are begging you for mercy, it's a pretty solid moment to think to yourself who the bad guys are and which side you're on.
Like they give a rat's fucking ass about being the good guy. It's about seizing power.
The $1 billion was probably pretty high on the list too.
Oof. Imagine being a cop, soldier beating up, killing protesters, thinking you'll see any of that money ever.
It's about the hierarchy of favors. The grunt won't see more than a dime, but if he obeys his officer, then the officer might give someone else the shit details. The officer probably won't see more than a dime, but if they distinguish themselves to their superior, then maybe after it's all over they get to chill out in some relatively cushy post for the rest of their career, commanding the guards at an embassy or a palace or something. The general, several steps higher, will see some kickback from it. In actuality it's a finer grained gradient than that, but you get the idea.
So trickle-down economics, but maybe with a few extra guns.
Pretty much, but with the keys to the kingdom aspect. Since the systems that made the current revolution possible are all still present and fresh, if you don't fulfill your promises, then they might just turn on once again.
See Sigipkri's rules for rulers for more details.
Exactly what I was thinking. Link for others.
For us that are uninformed, can someone summarize what's going on in Myanmar?
1989 – The military government changed the name of the country in English to Myanmar. Military party has only 33 of 476 seats, compared with NLD's 396. Military leader Min Aung Hlaing declares state of national emergency for a year and assumes executive control. The 20th of February, military kills 2 protesters, injures approximately 30 more.
Why does the military have a party?
I'd like to know, too. But in a why bother kind of way. If they're just going to stage a coup every time, why bother with the facade of democracy?
'Cause having the illusion of a democracy makes it easier to gain the aid of Western nations.
Plus gives an easy argument against civil unrest, pretending it's all the people's will. Nazis used the idea of Volksgeist, that is, the spirit of the people being embodied by its leader. Hitler, in their case. Same reason North Korea calls itself Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Propaganda is important.
Great point about NK. I never was fully aware of that until you said it here. Sounds like how the people storming the Capitol called themselves patriots, as they tried to install a dictator.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.